Right, as you sit here watching this, I'm just about to fly to the airport. International Fight Week is upon us. It is the return of Conor McGregor. This fight card is going to be one of the most watched events of the year. I'm hearing that this card is trending bigger than the White House. That is the power of the notorious one, Conor McGregor, and of course it is a rematch against Max Holloway. And top to bottom, this...
The air crackles with anticipation. This isn't just another fight week, it's a seismic event. UFC 329 is upon us, and the hype is beyond measure. Michael the Count Bisping, a legend in his own right, feels the energy radiating through the MMA world. He's on his way to Las Vegas, fueled by International Fight Week and the undeniable gravity of Conor McGregor's return. This isn't just a big card, it's trending bigger than the White House, a testament to the unparalleled drawing power of the notorious one. But is this return a coronation or a collision course with destiny? Max Holloway stands in his way again, a rematch years in the making. This entire card from prelims to main event is being described as absolutely ridiculous. This isn't just a comeback, it's a statement. Every fight, every punch, every second leads to the epic conclusion. Bisping is warning us. Buckle up. This is going to be a wild ride, with consequences for every fighter involved, especially the man at the top. The stakes? Higher than ever. The energy Bisping describes isn't just fan hype, it's the palpable pressure radiating through the entire fight game. Fighters on this card, from the early prelims to the main event, aren't just battling opponents. They're battling for their own piece of the spotlight that McGregor inevitably casts. How do you prepare for a moment like this, knowing the entire world is watching, not just for the main event but for every single fight that precedes it? This is the ultimate proving ground. The sheer magnitude of a McGregor fight means every performance is amplified, every mistake scrutinized. It's a double-edged sword, massive exposure, but also unforgiving judgment. For some, it's the chance of a lifetime. For others, a brutal reality check. This isn't just about Conor, it's about the ripple effect he creates throughout the entire sport. Can these fighters rise to the occasion, or will the pressure of this megacard consume them before they even step into the octagon? The early bouts are crucial. They set the tone, build the momentum, and show us who is truly ready for the big leagues. Are we about to witness new stars being forged under the intense heat of the spotlight, or will veterans remind us why they've held their ground for so long? The journey to the main event is a gauntlet, a testament to raw skill, mental fortitude, and sheer will. It's a warning to everyone. Bring your absolute best or risk being overshadowed entirely. So what hidden gems lie buried in the early fights? Fights that could steal the show and ignite the arena even before the big names step forward.
He's taking on Cesar Almeida. That's a banger of a fight. Almeida came over from Glory Kickboxing, had a ton of fights, a ton of knockouts, and Damian Pinas is an explosive knockout machine himself. He's got a record of 9 wins, 1 loss. He's 2-0 in the UFC.
Kicking off the insanity, Bisping highlights a true banger on the early prelims. Damian Pinas versus Cesar Almeida. Almeida, a veteran from Glory Kickboxing, brings a wealth of striking experience and knockout power. But it's Pinas who truly has Bisping excited. This isn't just another prospect. Pinas is an explosive knockout machine with a near-perfect record. 9 wins, only 1 loss, and a flawless 20 in the UFC, both victories coming via first-round knockouts. This man doesn't just win, he obliterates. His name alone sets a high bar for excitement, proving that even the early fights are packed with talent ready to make a statement. Is Pinas about to deliver another highlight reel finish and cement his status as a future contender? Bisping's conviction about Pinas is infectious. He sees something special, a fighter whose style perfectly matches the moment. Almeida is a formidable opponent, but Pinas's raw power and aggression are designed for quick, decisive finishes. This isn't just a prediction, it's a declaration of a star in the making. Bisping believes Pinas's future is incredibly bright, envisioning a rapid ascent through the ranks. He's a fighter built for the modern era, fast, powerful, and always looking for the kill. But what does it take to truly stand out on a card overflowing with talent, to transition from a promising prospect to a household name? It takes consistent, jaw-dropping performances, exactly what Pinas has delivered so far. Can he maintain that blistering pace? The pressure is immense, but the reward for delivering on a card like UFC 329 is immeasurable. This early fight could set the tone for the entire night. Will Pinas live up to the hype and prove Bisping right? Or will Almeida play spoiler and derail a rising star? The octagon awaits. Who else on the early prelims is destined for greatness?
Both first-round knockouts, taking on Cesar Almeida. This is a fight that plays into his hands. Cesar Almeida is really good, but I'm telling you, there's something about Damian Pinas, right? Cesar Almeida lost his last one to Cezary Oleszejczuk, Michał Oleszejczuk's little brother.
Bisping doubles down on his praise for Damian Pinas, emphasizing his 2 first-round knockouts in the UFC. He sees this fight as perfectly tailored for Pinas' aggressive style. Despite Cesar Almeida's skills, Bisping has a strong intuition. There's something about Damian Pinas. He recalls Almeida's recent decision loss, a subtle hint that Almeida might not be in peak form. Bisping firmly believes Almeida won't get the job done here. This isn't just a prediction, it's a confident statement about Pinas' trajectory. Bisping sees a very bright future for this explosive striker, marking him as one to watch closely. Is this the breakout performance that solidifies Pinas as a serious threat in the division? Bisping's instincts are often sharp, especially when identifying raw talent on the cusp of breaking through. His assessment of Pinas points to a fighter with that intangible it factor, a blend of skill, power, and mental fortitude. It's a fighter's assessment, looking beyond records to the inherent qualities that make a champion. This level of confidence from a former champion signals that Pinas isn't just good, he's potentially elite. The early prelims are infamous for showcasing future contenders, and Bisping clearly believes Pinas fits that mold. But it's not just about winning, it's about how you win. First-round knockouts send a powerful message. It tells the division and the fans that this isn't a fighter to be trifled with. Could we be witnessing the birth of a new era in the weight class, ushered in by a fighter few have heard of before this card? The journey is long, but every great story starts with a compelling beginning. The question remains, can Pinas continue to deliver these electrifying performances under the ever-increasing pressure of the UFC spotlight? Moving on, another intriguing matchup features a fighter with a surprising past. How do you rebound from a setback on the biggest stage?
And falls. She got a little too confident against Gabriela Fernandez. She got cracked, she went down, then she got submitted, but she's rebounded very, very well. She trains with Uriah Faber at Team Alpha Male. She's on a 3-fight win streak. She's 9-1 overall, and she's taking on Tracy Cortez. That is a very good experience.
Wong Kong, another talented kickboxer, is making waves. Bisping notes her impressive training with Uriah Faber at Team Alpha Male, a gym renowned for cultivating top-tier talent. She's currently riding a 3-fight win streak, boasting an overall record of 9 wins and only 1 loss. This is a fighter in prime form, ready to face the experienced Tracy Cortez. Bisping's prediction is firm. On the feet, Wong Kong is just going to be too much, and she's going to get the job done. This is a testament to her striking prowess and recent momentum. Will her stand-up game prove to be the deciding factor against a well-rounded opponent, securing another dominant victory? Wong Kong's journey isn't without its challenges. Bisping alludes to a past stumble, a moment where overconfidence led to a surprising submission loss. But true champions learn from defeat. Her rebound has been spectacular, proving her resilience and growth. Training with a camp like Team Alpha Male speaks volumes about her dedication and access to elite coaching. This isn't just about physical prowess, it's about strategic development and honing a killer instinct. Cortez is a tough test, but Bisping sees Wong Kong's striking as the trump card. It's a classic striker versus grappler dynamic, but with a nuanced twist. The pace and precision of her attacks will be key. Does Cortez have the defensive wrestling or submission game to withstand Wong Kong's onslaught? The narrative of overcoming adversity is powerful in MMA, and Wong Kong is writing a compelling chapter. Can she continue her winning ways and prove that past setbacks only fuel future triumphs? As we move further into the prelims, the stakes continue to escalate, with local heroes and seasoned veterans stepping into the cage. What happens when a fighter's own expectations are sky high?
To arena where he was the co-main event where he put on a beautiful performance. High pressure environment, and the Scouser wasn't happy with his performance afterwards.
The performance, give it like a 5 out of 10.
That's pretty hard. But still, he got the job done. He's got beautiful boxing. He's got a tough fight taking on Kai Kamaka III. The man is back. He's a...
Luke Riley, the Scouser, returns, and Bisping reflects on his last performance at the O2 Arena. Despite securing the win in a high-pressure come-in event, Riley himself wasn't satisfied, rating his own performance a harsh 5 out of 10. This self-criticism reveals a champion's mentality, always striving for perfection. Riley possesses beautiful boxing and now faces the experienced Kai Kamaka III, a fighter who made a stunning return to the UFC. This sets up a compelling striker's battle. What does it say about a fighter when even a win isn't enough? When they hold themselves to such an incredibly high standard, it speaks volumes about his hunger and ambition. Will that drive translate into an even more dominant performance this time around? Riley's self-assessment is a crucial insight into his mindset. It's a warning to his opponents. He's never content, always pushing for more. This relentless pursuit of excellence is a hallmark of truly elite athletes. Bisping predicts this fight will play out predominantly on the feet, a testament to both fighters' striking capabilities. However, he leans towards Riley, citing his superior boxing, Thai boxing, footwork, rhythm, and the undeniable advantage of youth. These are the ingredients for sustained success in the demanding world of MMA. But even with all these advantages, Bisping anticipates a tough, grinded-out decision. Kimakar's experience isn't to be underestimated. He's seen it all. This isn't just a physical battle, it's a chess match. Who can impose their will and maintain their composure under fire? The prelims are building steam, and each fight offers a different flavor of combat. Can Riley overcome a seasoned veteran, showcasing the full breadth of his evolving skill set? From rising stars to former champions, the narrative of redemption is a powerful force. What happens when a former king tries to reclaim his throne after a series of setbacks?
Going strong. It's crazy. Cody Garbrandt, I remember in 2016, put on a sensational display to become the champion, took the belt of Dominic Cruz. Kind of embarrassed him a little bit, but it's been a bit of a bumpy road since for Cody Garbrandt. He's a great guy, but he's taken a lot of knockouts. Of course, TJ Dillashaw, that...
The discussion shifts to a former champion, Cody Garbrandt, and Bisping takes us back to 2016. Garbrandt's sensational display against Dominic Cruz, where he kind of embarrassed him a little bit to claim the title, is etched in UFC history. It was a moment of absolute brilliance. However, Bisping quickly acknowledges the bumpy road since from no love. He's a great guy, but the toll of the sport, particularly a series of devastating knockouts, has taken its toll. From TJ Dillashaw to Kai Kara France and Davison Figueiredo, the journey has been brutal. This isn't just about wins and losses. It's about the very real impact of combat on a fighter's career. Can a fighter who's absorbed so much damage truly return to his former glory? Garbrandt's story is one of exhilarating highs and crushing lows. His ascent to the bantamweight title was meteoric, fueled by electrifying knockouts and swagger, but the subsequent falls from grace serve as a stark reminder of the unforgiving nature of the fight game. Each knockout, each devastating loss chips away not just at a fighter's record, but at their confidence and chin. Yet, Garbrandt's return to winning ways at UFC 326 against Long hinted at a potential resurgence. Now he faces Adrian Yanez, a smooth operator on the feet. This is a dangerous stylistic matchup for Garbrandt, a true test of whether he can mitigate damage and implement his own power. Does No Love still possess the magic that made him champion, or is this another step on a path marked by hard lessons? Bisping, ever the analyst, even finds himself questioning his initial thoughts during the breakdown. The uncertainty surrounding Garbrandt's chin and Yanez's precision makes for a tantalizing encounter. The legacy of a fighter is often defined not just by their victories, but by their ability to overcome adversity. Can Garbrandt defy the odds and prove the doubters wrong? The mental game is as crucial as the physical, especially when facing a fighter who has lost his way. What happens when Bisping changes his pick mid-sentence, swayed by the sheer will of a former champion?
He's got the wrestling as well. And in fact, as I'm saying this, I'm changing my pick. Yanez has got beautiful boxing, but Cody Garbrandt, with the level that he's fought at, with the wrestling that he has, and just with the desire and the will, and I think all the losses and the draws for Adrian Yanez when he hasn't reached
This analysis pivot by Bisping is a golden nugget in itself. It reveals the unpredictable nature of fight predictions and the weight of a fighter's past accomplishments. He recognizes that while Yanez is a skilled striker, Garbrandt possesses a championship pedigree and a mental toughness forged in the fires of championship battles. The belief in a fighter's will and desire can often outweigh statistical advantages. It's a testament to the intangible qualities that separate good fighters from great ones. This isn't just about technique, it's about heart. Bisping sees a path to victory for Garbrandt through his wrestling and his unyielding spirit, perhaps exploiting a perceived dip in Yanez's confidence. It's a risky pick, but one rooted in the deep understanding of what it takes to be a champion. The narrative of redemption is a powerful one, especially on a card of this magnitude. Can Garbrandt pull off the upset and re-establish himself as a force in the division? The action continues to heat up. We've seen established pros, but what about a truly unprecedented talent? an Olympian stepping into the octagon for the very first time, carrying the weight of massive expectations.
This man is one of the most athletic specimens to ever compete in the UFC. A former Olympic gold medalist in wrestling at heavyweight.
Gable Dan Stevenson claims an Olympic gold medal.
Professional wrestler, professional football player, 6 foot, about 260 pounds, not an ounce of fat on the guy. He's like Yoel Romero in an American body, but at heavyweight.
Bisping introduces a monumental debut, Gable Stevenson. He immediately labels Stevenson as one of the most athletic specimens to ever compete in the UFC. This isn't hyperbole. Stevenson is an Olympic gold medalist in wrestling at heavyweight, a rare and elite achievement. Bisping marvels at his physical attributes: 6 feet tall, 260 pounds, not an ounce of fat. He draws a startling comparison, likening Stevenson to Yoel Romero in an American body, but a heavyweight. This analogy sets an incredibly high bar, hinting at a blend of explosive power and freakish athleticism. This isn't just a wrestler. This is an athletic marvel poised to redefine a division. What kind of impact will an athlete of this caliber have on the UFC's heavyweight landscape? The division is about to get a whole lot more interesting. The hype surrounding Gable Stevenson is immense, and Bisping's description perfectly encapsulates it. An Olympic gold medalist crossing over to MMA is a rare occurrence, especially one with such a physically imposing frame. The comparison to Yoel Romero, a fighter known for his explosive power, wrestling, and granite chin, but at heavyweight, speaks volumes about the potential. Stevenson isn't just a decorated wrestler, he's a physical anomaly. Bisping reveals that Stevenson has been knocking out opponents in dirty boxing, hinting at his evolving striking game. Even a momentary lapse, where he absorbed a spinning wheel kick, was quickly recovered from, showing his resilience. This man is being fast-tracked for a reason. His opponent, Elisha Ellison, with a 1 UFC record, is clearly seen as cannon fodder. Bisping's confidence in Stevenson's future is absolute. He believes Stevenson is not just a future of the heavyweight division, but the future. The physical tools are obvious, but what about the mental game? How does an Olympic champion's mindset translate to the brutal world of mixed martial arts? And who is guiding this incredible talent?
Gold medalist. Do you know how mentally tough you have to be to get through those kind of training sessions? The power, the strength that he will have, the cardio, the wrestling ability. And we know, we've seen the speed, we've seen the power, and he's being kind of groomed by the greatest of all time in John Jones, right? He has got it all. He's got unbelievable coaches. Greg Jackson is he's glazing this guy.
Bisping continues to laud Gable Stevenson, declaring him the future of the heavyweight division. He lists Stevenson's undeniable ingredients for success: elite athleticism, proven mental toughness from Olympic training, immense power, strength, cardio, and wrestling. Bisping also highlights Stevenson's speed and power, already evident. Crucially, he reveals Stevenson as being groomed by the greatest of all time in John Jones. This mentorship, combined with unbelievable coaches like Greg Jackson, paints a picture of a perfectly positioned prodigy. Bisping notes Jackson is glazing this guy all over the place, indicating an exceptionally high opinion from one of MMA's most respected minds. This isn't just potential, it's a meticulously crafted path to greatness. What could possibly stop a fighter with this much talent, guidance, and drive? The endorsement from John Jones and Greg Jackson is a game changer. Jackson, who has coached an array of champions from Georges St. Pierre to Rashad Evans, is not one for empty praise. When he glazes a fighter, it carries immense weight, suggesting Stevenson is not just good but potentially revolutionary. Bisping, having worked with many greats himself, unequivocally states Stevenson's athletic ability is unprecedented. This isn't just about winning fights, it's about redefining what the sport is. This level of praise from such esteemed figures signals that Stevenson could be a once-in-a-generation talent. The transition from wrestling to MMA is notoriously difficult, but with this kind of mentorship, support, and innate talent, Stevenson seems destined for the top. He possesses the physical gifts, the mental fortitude, and the strategic guidance to truly dominate. The heavyweight division, while in search of fresh, dynamic talent, might have found its next king. But how long until he faces true challenges? While Stevenson prepares for his debut, a former champion is taking on a new challenge, stepping outside his comfort zone. How does a legend adapt when facing a division full of fresh, dangerous talent?